Hello, in this video we're going to see how to use the if decision structure to control the program execution flow based on a condition. First, how we write the if statement. If you can see here, the if statement always has a condition. Okay, so based on the condition, if the condition is true, the next statement is used. If it is false, if we have an else, it will execute the else statement. Let's see how this goes in our video. So if it is raining, first I'm gonna say yes. It printed stay home. Now I'm gonna answer differently. No, I have go out. Okay. Let us see the code that we have here. Then we can explain more how if works and if else works. First of all, as you can see, we have a scanner. Okay, then we have a print to ask for the answer from the user. Here I have asked him for Y for yes, of course, and no for no. In this statement, I don't know if you are familiar with this statement, but the scanner class doesn't have anything that can be used to get a character from the user. So in order to get a single character from the user, we use the in.next. We can use also in.x9, but then we ask for the char at 0. Char at 0 character add, it will go and fetch only the first character from the string that the next statement or next line statement has returned. And we've put it in a character variable to be used later in our program. Here we're gonna see the if statement. In the if statement, we're gonna check if this answer is yes or no. But to make sure that the user doesn't enter a small y or a small n instead of a big Y or big N, we can use the class character that we have seen before in previous videos and lower the case of the answer. So in case that is a big Y or if it is a small y, always it's gonna give us a, or same goes for the n, it will always give us the small letter. Then we can compare it to a small letter, which is the Y letter here. So if the user answered with the Y, we're gonna print this statement. As you can see here, the statement doesn't have any braces. Okay, when the statement doesn't have any braces, this means that this statement is the only statement, okay, attached to the if. In order to have several statements attached to the if here, if structure, we have to use the braces. So as an example, here I'm gonna remove the comment on this, and as you can see, it will tell us there's something wrong. Why is something wrong? There's something wrong because the if and the else should never be separated by a statement which doesn't belong to the if. In order to make this work, we have to put a braces here and a braces here. And this way, I'm telling Java that these two statements belong to if, okay? Then else here knows that these two statements are only for the if statement and they are not alone inside our program. So now if I run the program now, I'm gonna see, if I say no, it still get us the out. If I use the Y, it will give us the two answers, which are these two statements, stay home and stay warm. Now, furthermore, I want to show you this statement over here. If I remove the comment from this statement, okay, from this one. If I remove the comment and I rerun our program, let's see here and say yes, we can see that we answered yes, so it should be answering with these statements, okay, and the else should not be executed. In Java, okay, when we have, as I have explained previously, when we have a single statement without any braces, this statement only belongs to the else or the if in both cases. But the else here can be a little bit tricky because here the program will not give us any errors, okay? Because this is a true statement, but it can give us a false sense of execution, because we will think that okay, these two are belongs to the else, which is not the case. In order to make these two statements belong to the else, we also have to put them both inside braces. Now, when I run my program again and say yes, it will only print the yes. Now, if I say the no, it will only print the no. Okay? So this is the if-else statement. Here there's something a little bit, as we say, not fully correct. Why? Because if I run the program now and I put, for instance, M, or let's say T, it will give us the else. Okay? Why? Because we told the program that if it is Y, do this. If it isn't Y, do this. So here, even though we specified Y or N, if we put anything here other than Y, it will always go inside the else. That's why we have to, if we want to use only Y and N, we have to put another if inside the else to make sure that we are only answering for the Y or for the N. Here's an example how we use an if inside the else to make sure that our program runs as we want. Here in this program, we are we are asking the user to enter a price. Then, based on the price, we're going to give him a discount rate. So if the price is less than 1,000, he will have zero discount. If it is less than between 1,000 and 2,000, he will get a discount of 1%. And if it is between 2,000 and 5,000, he will get 3%, and else he will get a 5% when it is greater than 5,000. So how did we write it? We write it like this. If the price is less than 1,000, give the discount rate this value. Else, if price less than 2,000, will give us this discount rate. Else, if the price is 5,000, give us this rate. Then if none of these conditions were true, then I will give him the discount of 5. So how this works like this. Okay, we have the price. If it is less than 1,000, we're gonna give him a discount of 0. If it is not, we're gonna go the other way. Here, we're gonna test. Is it less than 2000? Then yes. If it is yes, I will give him 1. Else, I will go further down the statements. If it is less than 5000, I will give him a 3. And else, he will get a 5. So, as we can see here, the if allowed us to branch the answers according to a condition every time. Here the condition, okay, checks. If it is true, it will do something. If it is false, it will do the other thing. And since we are always jumping from one condition to the other, we don't have to say between. The price has to be greater than 1000 and less than 2000, simply because if it is greater than 1000, okay, it will simply jump this phase. And if it is greater than 2000, it will jump this phase. And if it is greater than 5000, it will jump into this phase. So we don't have here, we don't need to put here between, for instance, the price is greater than 1000 and it is less than 2000. The price is greater than 2000 and less than 5000. This is all because of the nature of how if and else functions, so we can use it very gracefully inside our programs. So here let us run the exercise and see what happens. Enter the price is 1000. Okay, so he will pay, he will have to pay 1000 and has discount of 10. The net price to pay is, let's run it again. If we put it 500, he will get nothing. If we put it 5000, he will get the discount, which is the 5% that we have previously specified. Here in this program, I'm going to show you how the else works in coordination with the if. If we execute this program first, let us see. Okay, we're going to see here that we have a equal to 1, b equal to 2, c equal to 3. Okay, great. Then here we are testing if a less than or equal to b. If b less or equal to c, print ordered, else system.println not ordered. Here we have to always remember that else works with the nearest if. Okay, so here, even though it is written like this, which is on purpose to make you feel like okay, now the else is for this if, it is wrong. Okay, the else always work with the nearest if. To see it more clearly, here I changed the a into 5. So 5 less or equal to 2, wrong. See here, nothing happened. Nothing happened because it didn't go inside the if, which has the else related to it. To make this if have another else, we're gonna have to write it like this: if a less or equal to b, if b blah blah blah, else, then the else for the first if. Okay, so if we want to write it correctly, it is like this, more clearer to see that it is this if, this is the else, and these two work together in order to give us the correct answer and to give us the correct results that we want from the if else. Okay, thank you for watching. I will do more exercises in the next video to learn more about the if and else and how do they work inside our programs. And I don't have to remind you that these structures are inside most, if not all, of the programming languages. But here we are using Java to learn it and to have more insight into its working and how it functions. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.